Julia Spencer is a real estate investor with over 25 years' experience who owns multiple investment properties. She's a single mother of two who moved to the U.S. in 1993 with only $20 in her pocket. She currently holds an MBA. Julia Spencer is neither a realtor nor an attorney, and the contents of this recording are only her opinions. Get her free guide to investing at juliamspencer.com. I'm your host, Dr. Steve G. Jones, multimillionaire and hypnotherapist. My website is stevegjones.com. Module 13, Timeshares, Condos, and Vacation Houses. Julia, a lot of people are interested in things like timeshares. I know when I was a kid, my parents went to a lot of different timeshare meetings, for example, where you get to go to SeaWorld or what have you free, but you have to listen to a timeshare. So as a kid, that's kind of like the end of the world. You have to sit through this very boring meeting, but then you get to go to SeaWorld, so kind of worked out. So timeshares, that's about the extent of my knowledge of timeshares, other than I've heard they're kind of dangerous and kind of a ripoff, and that's about all I know. So also people get interested in condos, and I know with condos you have association fees that can be kind of high, and you have some restrictions. So I've heard some people say some bad things about condos, but I know some investors who like them. I know one guy who owns 15 condos, and he rents them out for year leases, and that's his only source of income. So I know there's some money in that. And then there's vacation houses. I know with the way the internet works, you can have a house and you can rent it out on a vacation basis for short-term tenants, and I know that you do quite a bit of that, and I have another friend who does that as well, and that can be several times the money you'd get renting it out to a person for a year-long lease, except that, of course, it's a lot more work because they're always coming and going. So, Julia, go ahead and take what I've said and just expand on that and enlighten us, if you would, about timeshares, condos, and vacation houses.
Absolutely. Those are different kinds of investment strategies if you're looking at them from the perspective of a real estate investor. So I want to talk a little bit about each one of those investments and kind of like explain the advantages and disadvantages of each. With timeshares, most people know that you basically, you will sit through these meetings and they'll offer you all this free stuff, but basically they want to lock you into a particular property for a certain amount of time, usually like a week or maybe a couple of weeks, in some exotic location. And the sales pitch is basically, it's very cheap. You still get a little bit of a tax write-off for those kinds of investment properties. You may have to pay a little bit of maintenance fees and things, but in general, your property or your space in that property is in a very nice exotic location, and you have other people that are sharing this property with you the rest of the year. A lot of times the management is included. It seems to be very easy and seems to be very quick.
For your free guide to real estate investing, visit juliamspencer.com.